What is SQ3R method? SQ3R is an accurate and rigorous study method based on research in cognitive psychology that promotes enhanced learning of any reading material. This method is more thorough than the normal study methods used by most students who just read a book and memorized some contents. SQ3R is actually decades old and was suggested by Francis P. Robinson, an American educational psychologist, in his book called Effective Study released in the 1940s. What does SQ3R mean? SQ3R is the acronym for Survey, Question, Read, Recite, and Review. These are the 5 steps proposed by Robinson to actively and effectively read and understand any specific subject or text. Through this sequence, readers can increase their understanding of a subject by intensive and intentional engagement in the reading process as described next. Survey S. Here the student must start by reviewing the book or chapters to gain a high level or initial understanding of it by paying attention to its obvious elements like headings, bolded text, or printed charts. This first skim will provide him or her with a framework for what will be presented in the book or chapter. This survey will give you the big picture and helps you decide what is important. Question Q. This is also known as query. Here the readers must start generating questions about the content of the text. For example, they can convert the paragraph titles into questions, or ask questions like, "What is this text about?" or "How is this content beneficial for me?" Ask what, why, how, who, etc. Such questions will help you focus, gives a purpose, and creates interest in the subject. Read R1. Now the actual reading starts keeping in mind the questions they have framed earlier in the 2 previous steps. The questions generated earlier and seeking answers to those will help the student to focus clearly rather than an aimless reading. So, aim to look for answers to your questions. Take some notes. Underline or highlight important concepts. Break the reading into small chunks for easy comprehension. This will teach you to extract useful information and will help in preparation for your lectures and discussions. Recite R2. This is also known as retrieve or recall. Here the readers should recite or rehearse the answers to their initial questions in their own words. This can be done orally or in written form and will help in the personal construction and conceptualization of the chapter contents. Say it aloud in your own words or write a summary in your own words. Create a mind map of the ideas and how they relate to each other. Recitation will help you to retain information and checks your level of understanding. Review R3. After the reading is completed, the reader should review the content by repeating back to themselves what the main ideas of the chapter were using their own words. Refer to your notes and quiz yourself on the information. Revisit it weekly and test yourself on new and old material. A review will help in remembering information from week to week and will help you prepare for exams, assignments, and quizzes. Benefits of SQ3R method. The SQ3R method can dramatically improve the academic performance of any student and is a recommended method if you want to score top marks in exams and also understand the subject thoroughly. This method will also prevent wasting your time by studying aimlessly and remembering concepts in a disorganized manner. Learning becomes more interesting and students will develop excellent research skills useful for discussions, teaching, writing books, and so on. In summary, SQ3R is a speed learning method that will help students go a long way in their personal, academic, and corporate life. Now let us listen to some famous quotes. "The secret of success is to do the common things uncommonly well." John D. Rockefeller. "The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra." "There are no traffic jams on the extra mile." Zig Ziglar. "Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential." John Maxwell. "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." "If people only knew how hard I've worked to gain my mastery, it wouldn't seem so wonderful at all." Michelangelo. That's all folks, thanks for watching.